Let's also shift our focus to the state of Karnataka. As we speak, Jain community is staging a protest in Belgavi. That's the latest coming in. Now this, of course, with regards to the Jain monk's murder that has taken place in Karnataka itself. In fact, if we talk about political reactions, remember the BJP as well has demanded a thorough investigation into the blood-curdling murder of a Jain monk in Belgavi. Remember, we're talking about Acharya Sri Kamakumara, who was cut into pieces. His body was dumped in a defunct borewell in one of the villages there. The police have already arrested the two people. In the meanwhile, we also heard it from the VHP, which is demanding capital punishment for the accused as we speak. But on your screens are visuals of the Jain community staging a protest in Belgavi. They are saying that the Jain community must be given more security must be provided, and protection must also be given to the Jain monks. So that's the Jain community members who have decided to take it to the streets. They're holding a protest as we speak, demanding stringent action against the accused and also protection for Jain monks. Let me go across to Deepak joining us with the latest. Apart from the BJP and the VHP coming out to demand strictest of action against the accused, those are the Jain community members themselves saying that more protection must be given to the Jain monks in the state.
Well, yes, they're saying that the government, of course, has this responsibility of ensuring that the monks feel safe and such an incident does not occur. They've, of course, urged that the government takes necessary steps as well. We are expecting even a memorandum to be submitted, and some of them, of course, to meet a delegation of sorts to meet either ministers from the cabinet or the chief minister himself. But here in Belgavi, we're looking at these visuals that are coming in where they're staging a protest and demanding that the safety is of utmost importance of the monks, and the government should take necessary steps for the same. The BJP, of course, like you mentioned, has said that they're going to take this up in the assembly as well. We are expecting, one of the legislators to raise this issue. So let's, of course, wait to see what happens in the assembly when, of course, it's raked up. When we heard, some of the Congress, legislators and the ministers react, they say that a thorough investigation will go on into this, and the monk's death is not something to be politicized here. As far as the investigation is concerned, the preliminary details suggest that it was a close aide of the monk who's actually carried out this murder, and that is because, of course, he had sought the money that he had lent him back from this person who, of course, did not like it or probably didn't have the money. This is all part of the investigation right now. The police, of course, will probably share all of these details in a few hours from now, as already people, of course, have been arrested in this particular case, and the investigation continues.
Okay, well, it's very interesting that the BJP has appealed to the state government to provide more security for the monks and the saints of the state. Like you said, they're all set to corner the government, perhaps in the assembly as well today. But with regards to the investigations, Deepak, 2 people have been arrested already. What more are we learning?
Yes, like I mentioned, one of them, of course, is a close aide of, this monk. He was said to be in the same ashram as the monk. Now, from a charitable trust, a certain amount of money was lent by the monk to this individual is what we are learning. Now, after some time, of course, while the monk had to give this money back, and the money that he had lent to this individual was sought back. At that point in time, there seems to have been some sort of a difference in opinion, is what the preliminary details at this point in time suggest. But nonetheless, of course, as far as all the delegation of monks and people of the Jain community, they are saying that it is up to the police to look into these sort of matters to ensure that the monks are protected, and more importantly, the safety should be of utmost importance. After a detailed investigation, of course, more information could come out about these individuals who've carried out this attack, and also the nature of the crime itself is quite heinous, because after the murder, they've dumped the body in an old borewell. It took nearly 10 to 12 hours of operation to ensure that the body was even recovered. A lot of investigation still pending as far as the police is concerned. So we'll, of course, have to wait for probably a couple of more days till the entire story emerges as to what exactly transpired.
The BJP decided to put the government on a mat in the session. They're, of course, saying that they would raise the issue of several of those saints feeling insecure in the wake of this murder that has taken place. And those visuals also coming in of the Jain community itself taking to streets, protesting against the murder of the Jain monk. Stay on with us, Deepak. It's important that we also put out the Congress's version.